click on the like button and then you will see a hype button. Then click on that and then hype me to support me. Warning: bromine is extremely toxic and corrosive. Do not try to replicate the experiment without a proper PPE or equipment. To make bromine, I started with 0.1 mole, that is 8.76 grams of manganese dioxide, and 24 grams, that is 0.2 mole of potassium bromide, and mix them with a mortar and pestle. Then I added this mixture to a 3-neck round bottom flask. I then added a magnetic bead inside the flask. I then attached an addition funnel with 20 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid, which is equivalent to 0.345 moles, and arranged the apparatus for distillation. All the joints are sealed with concentrated sulfuric acid, and ice cold water is circulated in the condenser. I took some carbon tetrachloride in the test tube and immersed the tube in it to dissolve any bromine vapor leaving the apparatus. I opened the valve of the addition funnel and dipped in some concentrated sulfuric acid. A lot of gas was produced and whole apparatus was filled with brown vapor. I guess these fumes coming out of CCl4 are of HBr, that is hydrobromic acid or hydrogen bromide. I continued addition of acid at small intervals. You can see some liquid getting collected in the receiving flask. This is bromine. The bromine vapor dissolves in carbon tetrachloride to give this orange red color. After all the acid was added, I switched on the heating and my stir bar was still jammed. Suddenly, back suction occurred and all the carbon tetrachloride was sucked into the receiver. And now all my bromine is diluted with carbon tetrachloride. I switched off the heating and let it cool. Then I swapped the receiving flask and loaded a solution of 12 gram, that is 0.1 mole of potassium bromide in 25 ml of water into the addition funnel. I dipped in all of this solution. This time I placed the carbon tetrachloride in a beaker with an inverted funnel arrangement to dissolve the bromine vapor. Then I took 75 ml of 4.5% bleach solution and loaded it into the addition funnel and broke the chunk with a glass rod to free the stir bar, but still it could not run. Then I dripped in the bleach solution slowly. You can observe that on addition of bleach, bromine vapor is being evolved, and you can also see an effervescence at the point of the contact of two solutions. When all of the bleach solution has been added, I turned on the heat. This is the bromine mixed with carbon tetrachloride. The bromine is now getting co-distilled with water. I loaded some more solution of 1 gram potassium bromate in the addition funnel to check if all the bromine has been liberated or not. When I added it, more bromine was formed. When the color of the vapor inside the flask fainted off, I added 1 gram of manganese dioxide and 4 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid into the flask and heated it for some time. But the solution did not clear this time, and after some time, the brown vapor inside the flask faded away. This is the collected bromine. I switched off the heating and took out this flask and combined the carbon tetrachloride with the previous batch of bromine plus carbon tetrachloride solution. I then poured in the bromine into the separatory funnel, and you can see tremendous amount of brown fumes falling out of the funnel. The lower bromine layer is transferred into an ampule which was pre-weighed. I did not dry it with concentrated sulfuric acid because the room temperature was around 30 degrees Celsius and bromine was fuming a lot, and I didn't want to mess with it more, so I skipped the drying step. I sealed the ampule with my glass torch as this is the only way to store bromine. To the separatory funnel, I added carbon tetrachloride, capped, shaked, and drained off the lower carbon tetrachloride layer. Bromine has higher solubility in carbon tetrachloride as it is non-polar. I again repeated the process two times to extract all the bromine and combined all the CCl4 layers with the first batch. I weighed the sealed ampule and after subtracting the weight of the empty ampule, I found that I had collected 11 grams of pure bromine. This is the bromine in CCl4 solution. I measured its weight and volume and calculated the mass of bromine in it. I assumed that it is an ideal solution and the mass of bromine came to be 8.7 grams. That becomes a total yield of 19.7 grams, which corresponds to a percent yield of 82%. Some bromine is lost as vapor in the workup, and some bromine is lost as hydrogen bromide in the first method. Please support me financially through PayPal. Links are given in description. Please like, hype, share and subscribe.